You've installed Topaz Photo AI. Let's start working. And in this video, we're going to look at how do you bring an image into Photo AI. There are a number of ways you can bring photos into Topaz Photo AI. The first thing we'll do is that we'll run the application, and depending on where you prefer to run your applications from, you go there. I have it in my taskbar and open Topaz Photo AI from here. I think the easiest way to start is just look at that little tip in the middle, browse images, drop images or folder, and we go ahead and select that. This is going to open my folder, and from here, I'm just going to navigate to the folder that I will be using for this tutorial. There we go. I'll select this one, Luca, and this I took one morning last week, and she's actually lying here. This is her spot, and you can have a quick look at what's happening here, but we're going to go in depth into that into the next video. It loads the image, it gives us a split view so that we can see the before and after, and on the panel on the right, you are going to see a number of things happening. There's a little title that says autopilot and spinning wheels, and it's talk about recovering and removing and sharpening. Also notice in the bottom left-hand corner, there's another bar going on that says preparing the raw model. Also want to state at this point that you're seeing it takes a little bit of time. Let's have a look then at what we've got in terms of a user interface. Here in the top left, we have the normal toolbar options, and then this is our canvas, our screen area in which our image will appear. On the right is where you have the autopilot and control over the image quality. You have three sections here. You have the four sections. At the top, you have a navigator. Then you have autopilot, you have image quality, and then upscale here. Then in the bottom toolbar, we have two areas. This, progress film strip area. And then you also have your view modules here on the right. And then because I'm using a paid version, I have the option to save the image. If you are using the free trial, you won't be able to save it. This is one way you bring in an image into Photo AI. Before I show you the other ways, have a look quickly at what you see here. This is the original on the left, and this is the one on the right, processed by Photo AI. And look at that detail in the hair. It is absolutely stunning. And what you have to appreciate is that the hair in the background hasn't been sharpened. If you note up here, look at this noise and compare it to this area. Really good job. To close it, let's go to File, and you can select Close Image. Another way that you can bring it is to use a shortcut key, and I love shortcut keys. That will be Control-O, standard for opening. So let's bring Luca in again. Then using a shortcut key, we're also going to close it with a shortcut key, and that will be Control-W. In case you've not noticed, our processing on the right under autopilot, as well as the progress bar in the bottom left, went quicker this time. We'll talk about that sooner. Hit Control, Command, W, and I'm not going to repeat that every time. Control is Windows, Command is a Mac. And then the final way that you can bring in new images, which I also love, is drag and drop. Go to my Explorer, and I'll grab Luca again. I'll drag, and I drop her in. Click back into the application so that you can get into the workspace. Before we close out, I just want to reiterate, this is not a photo editing software. It is part of a process in your workflow. It's great for raw processing. And one of the features it doesn't have is a browsing or catalog system. That's why you will need to bring your images in the standalone version. And of course, if you are using Photoshop, Lightroom, or other applications, you will open it as a filter in those products.